Hello there, Gemini. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast. We are going to be pulling one card per day to take a peek at the highlights as we go through the week, see if any themes come up. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And let's see. What you need to know is that this is a general reading, meaning not everything I see here is going to apply to every single person who watches this video, but most of it will apply to most of you. If you would like to have a reading where I'm looking just at your energy, whether it's about things coming up this week or if you have some things you just have some questions about, feel free to reach out to me. I do offer private readings. You can find my contact information on the website at the top of the screen, the amista.info website. Okay, let's take a peek at what we have here, Geminis. First, we're going to look at the weekend, and the weekend on Saturday, you have the Knight of Cups showing up, and on Sunday, you have the Chariot. We really like the Chariot. We like the Knight of Cups too, actually. You got a really sweet weekend showing up here. So, Knight of Cups just says that you're going to be doing something that is romantic with somebody in your life. Now, if you don't have somebody to do something romantic with in your life, then this is more like self-care, doing a little pampering, maybe a bath with the candles and the bubbles and the oils and all that good stuff. Or, maybe you're taking yourself out on the town, whatever, but there's definitely some self-care coming up, if not an actual, like something romantic that you're doing with another person. Okay, so let's take a peek at Sunday. Sunday we have the Chariot. Have you ever heard of a Sunday drive? This definitely could be what we've got going on here with the Chariot. You could be taking a Sunday drive. You could be on some kind of trip. You may have a destination in mind, or you may not. Sunday drives don't always have a destination in mind. But this does look like some kind of travel. So you could be traveling on Sunday. And it doesn't have to be that it's just, you're traveling on Sunday and you're back home by Sunday night. For some of you, this could actually be travel that, takes a little longer than that. But you're doing some kind of travel, either traveling out to a place or maybe coming back from a place. But, in some kind of vehicle actually traveling is what I'm expecting to see for you Geminis on Sunday. Okay, now let's take a peek at the rest of the week. First thing that we're looking at here is the Monday card, and that is the Ace of Swords in reverse. By the way, if you're new here, reversals don't mean a thing. We don't take them as necessarily negative. We just see how they all roll out, so don't stress out about them. Tuesday, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Wednesday, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. And our first right side up card of the week shows up as the Death card. Dun, 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 dun. By the way, death does not mean anybody's dying. It just means we're making a transformation. Let's see. Let's look at Friday. We have the Sun card. Very nice way to end the week. Okay, let's dive in and talk about these cards, shall we, Gemini? First thing that we're looking at on Monday with this Ace of Swords coming up in reverse, this just means you're passing along some useful information to somebody in your sphere of influence. Some of you could be giving somebody 2 weeks notice at a job. Some of you could be training people at a job. Some of you could be teaching a little one how to tie their shoe. Some of you could be teaching a course with, 5,000 people in front of you. But you're passing along good information to somebody in your sphere of influence on Monday. Okay? Blah, da, 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 useful information. Looking at Tuesday. Here we have the Ten of Cups coming up in reverse. This just tells me on Tuesday there's something going on where you're recognizing that, I would like to be happier in this situation. And you're starting to take steps to do so. Whether that is you're starting to do some self-work or whether that is you're communicating with somebody in your sphere of influence. Hey, whenever you do that, that makes me feel this kind of way, or can we make a change here? Some type of communication. If this is something that involves somebody else, which it very well might with the Ten of Cups in reverse. So communication could be the thing. Also self-work, either one, because you're working on improving your happiness. Love it, love it. Now, looking at Wednesday, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my goodness. I'm just hearing like this is where the payday money runs out. Is on Wednesday. I guess I shouldn't laugh about that, but just the way Spirit said it just hit my funny bone. The payday runs out. So the Nine of Pentacles, you could be wishing that you had some more Skrilla, shall we say. You could be wishing that you had some more money, honey on Wednesday. You may be feeling, seriously, you may be feeling the crunch of, okay, how many days till next payday? That could very easily be what this card is about. If it's not literally that, then this is sort of feeling like, oh, I wish I had just a few more resources to do the things that I want to do right now. So feeling a little bit tied in by that. Now, the alternate meaning for this could be that you're missing somebody. You're missing a person. I will tell you, I'm saying that's the alternate reading and bringing it up way last because this feels more like a tangible asset crunch to me rather than a missing a person crunch. So this could even be, it doesn't even have to be that you wish you had a little bit more money, but some kind of resource. So maybe you like to make popcorn balls with molasses and you realize, oh, I've used up my molasses. And so now I don't have enough to make popcorn balls. I guess maybe you'll have to make them with honey instead or whatever. Okay, so just wishing you had a few more resources. Does not have to be huge. Does not have to be huge. I will tell you, my first impression though was payday has run out. And that's not a big deal. Usually we can find some other resources and we can improvise. We are magicians, you know. All right, so let's look at Thursday. Thursday we do have the Death card showing up here. This does talk about transformation. Transformation. And what kind of transformation? With the Death card, that transformation is usually something that starts in our subconscious. And as our perspective changes at a subconscious level, that changes how we interact with the situation when it comes up in our lives, which changes how the world reacts to us. And so pretty soon we've got a whole ripple effect of that change rippling out from our subconscious all the way out to the world. So generally when I see the Death card coming up, this is about a change that we're making, whereas a lot of times with the Tower, this is talking about a change that is being made that we are adjusting to because the outside force has made it. The Death card, we're generally the ones making the change. Yeah, this has to do with the idea you've been thinking about visiting somebody, making a visit to somebody, because I'm clarifying these with the Lenormand. And so you may be very seriously thinking about or rethinking that visit, you know, like maybe not even do I really want to go or not, but, you know, maybe we should meet at this fun place instead of, you know, just hanging out at the house all the time. Could be something like that going on too. All right, then let's look at Friday. The Sun card. I love it. This just means that Friday you have some point in the day where you're doing exactly what you want, exactly the way you want, without negotiating or compromising and without anybody looking over your shoulder or breathing down your neck, trying to tell you how to do it or when to have it done or making any other kind of rules for you around this. And this is something that is very satisfying to you. You feel like once you've finished whatever this is that makes you so happy, you feel like you've been productive. So I like that card for you. That's a fabulous card. That's one of my favorite cards, actually. There's a lot of good cards in the deck, though. Anyway, that's what we have for your week, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much. And I know that I'll see a few of you here this week for a reading, and I appreciate your support in that. And the rest of you, I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.